and welcome my Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your brand spanking new to be a soulmate reading for mid-September to mid-October 2020 or timeless. I am your reader, Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. All my friends do, please do, and my subscribers, thank you for calling me Mal and calling me your friend, and for supporting my channel. Your likes, your subscribes, your comments, all that stuff has been incredibly helpful getting me to where I am. I know the most logical next goal would be 2,000 subscribers, but honey, I'm shooting for 30,000 subscribers so that I can have the membership function here. So you pay, you know, like what, a certain amount of money a month, and then you get access to the extended readings and member content, and I'm really working my way back to you, babe. The burning love inside, you know what I mean? So if you are new to my channel and feel like doing that, helping along, want to see me do what I do, that voodoo that I do so well, that I am not a practitioner of voodoo specifically, because let's be clear, let's not culturally misappropriate, whatever. It is certainly my honor and my pleasure to do so. So let's get up in this gig. This is a general read. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's only 11 cards, right? We are doing two healing systems, one card each, 3 oracle card decks, 3 cards each, and then 6 tarot, past, present, future, from 2 different decks. You'll see how it hits the table, helping you to answer the questions. And really, they're all the same question holographically, but they broke it down into 3 for me. Number 1, how can I be a mate to my own soul? Right? Which is all of that self-love and self-healing and self-care and all that stuff that we're all having our noses rubbed in on the soulmate journey and the twin flame journey and all of that. The other one is, how can I become a better soulmate in the soulmate contracts I already have, right? And the third is, how can I be a soulmate in that happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, romantic soulmate contract if you have not manifested that yet, which I think is what most people watch readings for, is that's the one they want. Now, there's a difference between a soulmate contract and a twin flame contract. No, not the same things at all. There are some links in the description box below by me and by Matt Kahn, who will be the last card down on the deck. That's the second healing system. It's not a divination system. It is a healing system for sure. Go check those out, because the new definitions make way more sense than all of that confusing mythology that we went through. Ugh, I want my twin flame, until you find out what twin flames are. They're like, no, I want my soulmate. And you have more than one, and they're not all romantic sexual. Both twin flame and soulmate, do the research, it's in there. Otherwise, I'm going to lay this puppy out on the table. Please focus on your breath as you go. Take what resonates in your body, leave what does not. When something doesn't resonate, I say this a lot, it's like, meh, right? It's like, meh, it doesn't really do anything. But if something hits you, positive or negative, and you get shook, it's something to look at. That is a resonation. It may not be ultimately true, but it's triggering something in your nervous system for a purpose. Cool? All the decks that I read are in the description box below. I'm really looking forward. I'm loving this new way of doing it. It is a Path of True Love read for the people who've been following me for the past year or so. I love doing Path of True Love reads because they're all about you. It's your spiritual path, your healing journey, your hero's journey through relationships. This is a bit more fine-tuned. I don't know if we'll come back to this one again, but I really like it. So let's see how this rolls, shall we? Take a nice deep breath. Oh, and let's do this. This feels lovely. Please, my collective pantheons of angels, goddesses, gods, masters, and the higher selves of all involved, using the Carolyn Mace archetype deck. Please, I need one card to represent the dominant archetype that they need to alchemize from lead to gold, from shadow to light, to toxic, from toxic to healthy, mid-September, mid-October, or timeless 2020, whenever they're watching this thing, that they can be, what do they need to be a soulmate, to be a better soulmate, to be a mate of their own soul and do that healing, and maybe to prepare them for the type of soulmate that's written in their heart, that no matter what they try and do, right, it's like happy, healthy, wealthy, wise soulmates in terms of sex and romance have been so tumultuous over the, past 10,000 years? Maybe not that long ago. Relatively new thing, the romantic part of humanity. It has not been around since the dawn of time. So please, what's their dominant archetype? They can begin alchemizing from lead to gold to be a soulmate. Woof. I don't have the knight archetype, but boy, I do like the knight archetype. I've dated a bunch of knights. K-N-I-G-H-T. Night in Paris. Oh no. Flashback. 90s flashback. The knight archetype is the knight in shining armor. I mean, he's even on a white horse. Right? Very, very romantic archetype. The shadow attribute, though, the lead you are trying to alchemize to gold, allegiance to destructive rulers or principles. When you have an allegiance to something that is destructive. Now, there is the healthy side of destruction. Your intestinal system, right? Destroying, breaking down, right? Abdominal acids, breaking down proteins and cell walls to extract the nutrients. Like, that's fine. But to a destructive principle, I think we're seeing a lot of people, their allegiance to things that are way more destructive versus creative, constructive. Yeah. And romantic delusions. And look, everybody's got them. Well, if you were raised in the Western Hemisphere since Disney's been here, you got plenty of romantic delusions going on. Love does conquer all. True love does break all curses. But, you know, well, every day is a winding road. But I get a little bit closer. The light attribute, loyalty, romance, and chivalry, a love of honor. Where are you? Find me if I'm your type. What, purple hair problem? Tough deal, cope. The knight archetype, I've dated so many of them, and they're always off on quests. So God bless you, my Sagittarians. You're always off tilting at more windmills. But blessed be, you're fun to be around. I do love my Saggies. I have so many Sagittarian friends. Sagittarius and Aquariuses I got a lot of. Yeah, because I don't mind the freaks, Virgo that I am. Our next 3 cards that hit the table are 3 different oracle decks. One for the divine feminine aspect of yourself, more the internal, the Kuan Yin oracle, genius. More the external side of yourself, your self-expression, or what's going on in the outside world, the Blue Angel oracle, dedicated to Archangel Michael, brilliant. And then from the higher selves of all involved, the Whispers of Love oracle, which in a way really is the fusion of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, or if you like, the original unity from which masculine and feminine came all over themselves. Let's keep going. Let's dive in. We'll tune to and ask Kuan Yin what you need to be a soulmate. Breathe. Yes, hello, Kuan Yin. Yes, the last reading of the day. Once again, it feels like we're saving the best for last with that Knight archetype card there. So please, 1 card in clarity for the Sagittarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Knights go on quests. So please, for their interior world, for their own divine feminine energy, obviously regardless of gender, what is it that you see they need this September to October, mid-September, mid-October 2020, or timeless, that they need to be a soulmate, right? What is the internal aspect they need to be aware of for my Sagittarian Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs? Weave the future golden. This is about reaching into the future and bringing aspects of the wanted future, the golden timeline, I call it, weaving it into the present moment. And part of that is faith, right? Part of that is not just acting as if, but tuning yourself to it. I'm going to read it from the book because this deck is so genius. Card number 44, Weave the Future Golden. And just so you can really, the artwork. Blue Angel Publishers ain't no joke. I love their art department. I love, although I will be honest, the print on some of these, itty teeny tiny little microscope to read, but I will soldier through for a Knight archetype any day, apparently. Damsel much mark. Card number 44, Weave the Future Golden. Something good is coming your way! Exclamation point. Kuan Yin urges you to weave your future into the present moment, to call in and draw to you the opportunities, teachings, circumstances, and synchronicities waiting for you that will enable your soul to live in divine destiny with greater abundance, bliss, and creative fulfillment. Okay. Let me read you the first paragraph on this. Usually I only read the first and the last, but they're giving me the nudge. Do you know how much the divine wishes to support and assist you in living your heart's truth this lifetime? Do ya? I guess. Kuan Yin, with grace and compassion, wishes to help you ascend to the next level of your life expression so that your soul might shine more brightly on the planet and help you and other beings to live with more heart and less fear. Sounds like something a knight would do. Day in Hollywood, a night in the Ukraine. Sorry, Harpo marks. You can choose to live a life infused with the golden energy of peace, prosperity, and creativity. A future so golden is being woven into your present moment now, like a tapestry, with the choices and actions that you make in this moment. You can call into being the divine golden tapestry of future bliss. Clever you! Exclamation point. The prayer to weave the golden future. This is a prayer to Kuan Yin. Please take a breath. Because, by the way, every time I read these prayers, they work for me, too, even if it's not my son, which is why I'm really digging this. One more. Beloved Kuan Yin, thank you for being my spiritual witness. Beyond time and space, there is only love, truth, bliss, and joy. And I now choose to dip into the waters of my own divine essence to call into the present moment the good that has vested for me spiritually. I ask for the grace, wisdom, and skill needed to put this fortune good, to put this future good into perfect expression in the present moment. May I weave my future golden into this present moment. Thank you. Om Mani Padme Hum. It's not the same as acting as if. She just said it's not the same. It's not faking it until you make it. It's about really going into the soul, mating with your own soul, who has lived all of this, right? Who sees this holographically, your higher self, your soul. Yeah, it's dicey which is which, depending on who you read. And to, from that compassion, that peace, that love, that joy, breathe that into the present moment and then start making choices and decisions from that place in the present moment. Not the easiest thing in the world, but it's a lovely internal card for a knight to know that there's a quest, right? There's something good coming. So let me weave the future golden into my present moment quest. Let's see what Archangel Michael has to say now. You can feel my reverence and respect for Kuan Yin. I adore her. We have a very long relationship, but I also have a longer relationship with Archangel Michael. Watch how my energy field changes. Ready? Breathe. Because he's so cute. Hello, Archangel Michael. I would blush if I still could, right? Archangel Michael, please, my beloved, you celestial quarterback, the nice, kind of quarterback that we like, that we hear about in fiction. Please, one card in clarity for the Sagittarian Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, that smile, Venus signs, please, what do they need, right, to be a soulmate, made of their own soul, better in their soulmate contracts as is, preparing them for perhaps the soulmate contract they have always wanted. What do you see that they need to be a soulmate mid-September to mid-October 2020 or timeless? Please just leave the card in my hands, handsome. That's two. Please. I'll send them around again. Please just leave that card right in my hand. I can feel it. I feel the one that you want me to take. And it's this one you want me to take. And it's the Archangel Michael card. It's his own card. It's so cute. What do you see? I mean, they used... Is this the same image? Yeah, it's the same image on the cover. But look. Isn't he cute? He doesn't have blue hair. He's wearing some kind of hoodie. It's a quarterback hoodie. That's what I'm telling myself. Card number 1. Eternal love and protection. Woof. So cute. They finally found an artist who could capture him. Well, at least in art form. Archangels are a little tricky. See, I'm from Archangel Ariel, so I'm an angel of earth. He's an angel of fire. So, of course, we're right across from each other in the circle. Woof. Card number 1. Archangel Michael. Eternal love and protection. I am always with you. And this moment I embrace you. with my protective blue light. I have loved you before the dawn of time and will continue to love you forevermore. There's never a thwarping fan around when you need one, is there? Because I just started to sweat. My love is eternal. It never changes, for we are timeless souls. Together we have journeyed through the ages. We have been the light of the sun and the grass of the fields. Millions of Earth years have passed, and yet here we are, still the same. Light glows in our hearts, and the same grass carpets the fields with green. You have lived countless lives, and I am always with you, for I am the sky above and the endless love inside your heart. Sploosh. I am a luminous eternal essence. I am a sky full of endless love. I am forever with you, for we are one. Satin doll, you go lay it on the bed. It's time for us to become one. Elvis and Me by Priscilla Presley. I spent a lot of wise time in college. Oh my God. Come on, a knight archetype with the Archangel Michael card? The knights are Archangel Michael personified. I mean, really, Knights of Camelot, right? Knights of Columbus, pick your knights. They're all loyal, they're all protective, they're all supposed to be driven by sacred love, right? And the oaths that they take, the vows and the oaths. There's a difference between a vow and an oath, a promise, a vow, and an oath. Eau de toilette, cologne, perfume. Promises, what do those mean nowadays, right? An oath you make to another person or to an organization. A vow involves the gods. That's why wedding vows are not the same as wedding oaths. Man, oh man, with Weave the Future Golden going on the inside, and that you've got the love and protection of Michael, not just for you, with you, but sort of manifested through you and as you with the Knight archetype. That's almost archangelic avatarization. That's a lot of assonance for one. It's two words, archetypal, avatar. So archetypal, archangelic avatarization. That's a lot of fucking vowels. Whew. I am sweating like a whore in church, kind of, sorta. The hell are all my fans? Oh my God. Oh my God, they're over on the couch. I don't know how they got over on the couch, but they're over on the couch. Whispers of Love. Sorry, a little disorienting. He's really cute. Please forgive me. Let's ask the higher selves. They're a different bunch. Breathe. Yeah, so much calmer. Way more zen bunch, really. The higher selves of all involved, also known as the Holy Spirit or the Higher Self Collective, please. Can I have one card in clarity for the Sagittarian Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, mid-September to mid-October? What is it that they need from the higher self perspective to be a soulmate, to really mate their own soul? What is the piece of inspiration, insight, or information that they need to be a soulmate, however that plays out in their lives? September, October 2020 are timeless. Focus on love. Right? That's a good idea, particularly in Archer, right? With the focus of the arrow. Look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life. And I'm going to tell you, that's going to help you on your quest. It is really easy to see the positive, the good attributes in each and every person in your life that you like. Right? That's easy. That's not a quest. That's not work. Right? Like my mom, easy. Just soulmate contract, my mama, easy. I have her sense of humor. Oh, you think I'm bad? Oh, I'm editing. For camera, for YouTube, number one. My mom, not that she's a potty mouth, I'm more the potty mouth, but she's faster than I am, right? What about the people you don't like? The ones you don't get along with? That's the Knight's work, right? And what's that? Loyalty, romance, and chivalry, a love of honor. To honor, that's what namaste means. I mean, if you're going around saying namaste to people and just like hating other people's guts, you're sort of missing the point. The divinity in me bows down, honors the divinity within you. There's divinity in all things, all people, places, and things. So you've got Archangel Michael there to help you with that. As you weave the future golden, that's what's going to help put you, you can feel that. The more you focus on love, right? The good aspects of not just people, but places of things. A little bit think positively, more like accentuate the positive vibe, not like be that bypassing positive thinker. Well, I mean, he stole everything I owned, but he's still a good soul. Yeah, everybody's a good soul, but, you know, don't give him your PIN number, right? So there's a wisdom here that a knight really needs, but getting into that quantum flow, it's like tuning yourself that allows you to weave the future golden, and you get to do it with such strength, eternal love and protection. Oh, God, he's so cute. Can you tell I've been quarantined for a very long time? Maybe, just a touch. Yeah, I've got a crush on an Archangel. He's really cute, though. Not that I don't love my Uriel. He's beautiful, but I'm an Arielite. We like a little Strange every now and again. Take a nice deep breath. As we will get you from my goddesses, the internal timeline, the yin eternal timeline, what you're going through past, present, future with this. This may be within the time like September, October, might be within that, might not be. This could be 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. That's going to play itself out differently. So let's have a look-see-look-see from my goddesses. Breathe. My goddesses, please. The collective divine yin, the collective divine feminine, please. I need 3 cards for the Sagittarian collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs. Simple timeline, past, present, future. For them, how they can be, their journey of being a soulmate, mid-September to mid-October. 2020 or timeless, please. First card down, face down. What is the card of the past where they have been in this process? Process is probably a better word than journey, you're right. Where are they now in this process of being a soulmate? Where are they headed in this process of being a soulmate? Nope. All internal, right? All the yin, the internal experience, what they may or may not share with others, which they may or may not be aware of going on inside of themselves. If they are too externally focused, the Sagittarians often are, being masculine fire signs. Let's add on top of that, my gods, Zeus, great all-father primogenitor. That's what all-father means. Got everybody pregnant, everybody's dad. Please, my gods of Sagittarius, Zeus in particular, 3 cards. What's going on in the external? The yang here in this simple timeline for the Sagittarian collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs. What do they need to be a soulmate or need to look at? Oh, I'll take that one for past. That one did just slide right out. Usually I don't take kickers. He told me to take it. How about for the present? Can you clarify what's going on there? And how about for the future, where they are headed in this becoming a soulmate process? In the past, okay, this is an interesting thing. Well, you've got a knight. That doesn't shock me, right? The Knight of Pentacles, though, the slow-moving one. But with this is on the external, so we are looking at a Virgo process here, by the way. What I love about the tarot decks that I read is there's no monkeying around with the zodiac signs. This is Virgo. Juliet Sharman Burke and Fiona Morgan really put it right on the card. So there's none of that, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It's Virgo, right? So a knight, but in the past, slow and steady. Not charging ahead. They're the horses, right? All the knights have horses. If you ever took horseback riding, you know that there are essentially 4 speeds. Walk, trot, canter, and gallop, going from slow to fast. So that is Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Gemini, the 4 mutable signs. Does make sense, right? They carry out the orders of the kings and the queens, right? So we're looking at something perhaps serviceable here, but something on the inside, the 5 of Flames, Pele, the volcano. Now, if this has not exploded yet, it's coming from the past. We'll see what the present card is, but this is a building up of power usually. Yes, 5 of Cups, the 5s are numbers of change. 5 of Wands, usually a battle of some kind, but a necessary battle in order to attain something, like a knight on a quest. It's not a quest if they don't battle something, but this is in the internal world. So we're looking at a building up of desire and pressure here. It looks like a mountain until it explodes, right? You can't see a volcano until it erupts. So there has been perhaps a slow and steady and yet mutable changing fire building up inside of you, massages, and you've been doing your best to just serve and go along and get things done that needs to get done as a good knight would. Not good night, but a good KNIGHT. Say goodnight, Gracie. Good night, Gracie. Well, where you are right now on the internal, you got your first major arcana card, the moon. So there are feelings going on here. There's a lot of magnetic pull. Weave the future golden in this present moment means you have to feel your way through it. It's not making a vision board. It's not an intellectual process. It's going into the heart of your soul. In other words, for you to become a soulmate, you have to kind of go in and feel what the soul is feeling on a macro level, whereas egos and personalities, they're not exactly the same thing. We can be very fixed, focused, detail, micro, where this is really talking about feel the macro, that peace, that love, the heart of weaving the future golden, which does probably indicate that you're going to need some vulnerability to do that, hence Archangel Michael, eternal love and protection. But what's going on in the outside is the King of Pentacles, Capricorn. Now, like I said, the volcano looks like a mountain until it erupts, and here is the mountain goat, cardinal Earth. Slow and steady wins the race. Capricorn ruled by Saturn, time. So you have the external time you need to build the strength that you need in terms of your physicality. Maybe that has to do with your nervous system. Maybe that has to do with your finances, about getting things in order for yourself in a stable way. Maybe there is a Capricorn person who represents these. Now, it doesn't have to be. I'm really iffy with all of that, this sign, that sign. You're looking at an archetypal dynamic as denoted by zodiacal sign. Capricorn, cardinal Earth, highest potential. You don't get your highest potential overnight. It's accumulated over time. It takes discipline. It's the hero's journey, if you want to go there, or it's the journey to the top of the mountain. So there is something stabilizing here. Either you or someone else in your outside world, you portraying yourself, you becoming that self, or that person coming into your life while you are tuning to the future golden, bringing it into the present moment. What would that feel like? You're not trying to make something happen. You know, and that's probably what else could have been that I didn't read in from the book, is that this is not a process of manifestation, weaving the future golden. It's about tuning yourself to the soul that already has all of this figured out. And from that more emotional yin place, it's the Kuan Yin oracle, making your decisions and your choices, or maybe just feeling that and being in that moment without the physical manifestation, which brings you into clearer alignment with it. So it's not acting as if, it's not faking it till you make it, and it's not trying to make something happen. It's a much more subtle and perhaps mysterious, occluded, cloudy process. Because who does that? It's different than imagining how you want it to be, right? That can take you out of the present moment and out of peace. Well, where you're headed here is a lot of air. Your future position on the inner is Six of Blades. Six of Blades, to me, is a card of therapy, of counseling. There is no reverse to this card. The word written on the card is manipulation, but this is the manipulation of the mind. Really not so much different than counseling or therapy or journaling or meditation or, you name it. Visualization, right? Hypnosis, all the different things that we do to manipulate our own minds. And if we don't do it, someone else will be glad to come along and do it for us, because in the outside, you've got the Three of Swords. Now, I know, Three of Swords, people always freak out. Oh, it's heartbreak. And here we have, someone being stabbed in a bathtub by Three Swords. Good old Greek myth. Good old Greek tragedies. I mean, they don't call them Greek tragedies for nothing. So, this card for me does not mean heartbreak. I'm going to do a video just on what I really think about the Three of Blades, Three of Swords. In this deck, the Three of Swords is about a conflict getting to the heart of the matter, right? Really focusing on it, really seeing what's the truth here, what's going on here. So it feels like there is going to be a focus on the truth of some kind. Remember, knights can quest for truth as well, particularly if it's true love they seek. Archangel Michael is the archangel of truth for me. He's got the sword of truth and the shield of valor, right? That's why you see him, at least the Catholic iconography of his sword drawn and his foot on the head of the Lord of Lies, the devil. Don't piss off the Satanists. They got their own deal, their own mythology with all that stuff, the Morning Star and whatnot. Hey, to each their own. Just, don't double park, right? Don't be an asshole. So with that Six of Blades, definitely a changing, a balancing. Sixes are a number of balance and harmony as the result of something getting to the heart of the matter. Now, if this is an actual literal heartbreak, I don't think it's gonna hit you as hardly because of the work that you're already doing. Seeing that, oh, then even this is for my own well-being, because it's going to force you to get to the heart of the matter of your own soul. To give yourself the love that only you can give you is the key to being the mate of your own soul, because that's what blends it. So you're no longer just the soul dealing with the personality, right? Or the personality trying to reach the soul, or the ego, which is the personality that arises when our nervous systems get overloaded and inflamed. Come here, Bells! It's about all of that integrating when you give yourself the love that only you can give yourself. Come here, Booger, Mama's working! He likes to stand at the top of the stairs and meow because we've got that, I forget what that's called, stairwell. So I think he likes to echo. Just like his mama, he likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Hey, know thyself, right? So this is really interesting. I mean, it's a little bit of a vague outcome, saying that you're going to get to the heart of the matter. And even if there is a heartbreak involved here, I just feel like you'll be able to balance and think your way through it. And maybe you're the one saying to somebody, there is a romantic delusion here, and what we're doing is dishonorable, or there is dishonor going on here, and really getting that and seeing that in the mind, which changes everything and brings you into, I feel, a more balanced, peaceful place. One card left. Healing modality, the healing mantra deck by Matt Kahn, and I'm going to suggest whatever this card is, this mantra is, from the Ascended Masters of Soulmate Contracts, by the way, that you work it, because you got all this air coming up here, that this might be something to really put this all together. So if you think of it almost like the rallying cry of the knight archetype within you, right? Take a nice deep breath. And please, my Ascended Masters of Soulmate Contracts, you guys are like both feet on the floor. Okay. Sorry, I was casual. Please, one card in clarity for the Sagittarian Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, mid-September to mid-October, or timeless, whenever they see this. What is the perfect healing mantra that they need to be a soulmate? The mate of their own souls. Better soulmates in their existing soulmate contracts are in preparation for the soulmate contract that they may have been waiting for their entire life and have had bits and snatches with different people here and there. But we need the soulmates to unite on the planet, to bring more love into this planet, for the quantum field to do what it needs to do to transform this planet and all of humanity into the best that it can be. Knight archetype. Please, what have you got for them? The Sagittarian Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, mid-September to mid-October 2020, or timeless, illuminating the truth, getting to the heart of the matter. I am willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome, and you can't see that clearly because it's white ink on a pink pastel card. Okay. I use this mantra regularly, even if I don't pull it for a card of the day or the week or whatever. I am willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome is asking to be clairvoyant, in my opinion, because clairvoyant means clear seer. So it's not I'm willing to think things clearly, I'm willing to see things clearly, no matter the outcome, which isn't that what a knight wants to do, to be like what? Loyal, romantic, chivalric. Look up the code of chivalry. Might be helpful. You might find you're already doing it. And a love of honor. Well, it's hard to have honor without truth. If you have an allegiance to a destructive, let's say, false ruler or principle, that's going to be hard. And if there are romantic delusions here, then wouldn't you rather, as a knight, be questing after the correct thing for you? Maybe not for everybody, but for you. I'm willing to see things clearly, no matter the outcome, illuminating truth. It is one of my favorite. It wasn't my favorite mantra when I first got this back in December. It is now. Well, maybe. I'm not a visual medium. I'm a visual clairvoyant. I am willing to see things clearly, no matter the outcome. That's pretty badass. I want to see the truth no matter what it means. When the truth is illuminated, you are no longer willing to settle for opinions, but instead yearn for a direct reflection that can shift fear and apprehension into higher vibrations of acceptance. And ain't that it, right? Am I going to live under a delusion where I don't really know what's going on, so there's fear and apprehension? And apprehension means, well, what if that happens? And what if that happens? Can I prepare for that? But what if that happens? Then I'll be prepared for that and not that. It's crazy making because you don't know the whole truth. In the illumination of truth, it doesn't matter how much life gets inconvenienced or disrupted. Instead, the recognition of fact versus falsehood allows you to move past the shattering of expectations to commune with a reality beyond the horizons of your ingrained ideas. In other words, our ingrained ideas. Think about that. When brain synapses fire, they wire. So certain brain patterns, certain match belief systems, right? Everyone's out to get me. Definitely triggers more cortisol and stress hormone in your body. It just does. So that's going to be your immediate go-to. It takes a lot to change that. But the truth is we're all one. Right? So think of the brain patterning of everyone on planet Earth as unity consciousness begins to dawn. And I think what we're going through on planet Earth illustrates that. Right? Particularly breathing all one breath, you get what I'm saying? And so it's really taking a while and it's supposed to take a while. It's supposed to take a really long time. We've been working on it for centuries now, little by little. Look at the ascended masters that have been informed, the spiritual teachings pointing to that we're all one. It takes a while to refire and rewire all of that to illuminate the truth. This mantra is ideal for recovering from betrayal. Hello. Pull that knife out my back. Healing abandonment and dealing with distrust. I'm still in the distrust phase. I broke off a twin flame last year and still I think about him pretty much every day. And it's like, that's okay. That's purifying out because I'd rather have truth than falsehood. He was a liar. I can't do it. By the way, lying to an empath is an incredibly cruel thing because they can feel something's off and they end up doubting themselves. It's torture. Narcissists. Just saying. Born empath. Let's pop up the larger picture and see what this is all about. You want to come up, Melky? Come sit with Mama while she does the overview? No, you just want to head bonk the chair. To each their own. Magic clap. We've got the Knight archetype here. The shadow attribute allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle with romantic delusions. Well, romantic delusions with or without the destructive ruler or principle. The light attribute loyalty, romance, and chivalry. A love of honor. Ooh, and an honor of love. That's an interesting take on that Knight archetype. And weaving the future gold in here to remember that there's already a solution in play. There's already the reality that you may not know you want. You may want the reality, but not the way you expect it to be. So begin weaving into the present moment the aspects of that. Maybe find the feeling place is a more contemporary sort of Abraham Hicks manifestational technique, but this is not about trying to make it happen, right? This is not about fake it till you make it. This is about weaving aspects and elements like a tapestry of the future into the present moment. And with Archangel Michael there, eternal love and protection, it's going to take some vulnerability to do that as a knight. So he's going to sort of serve as your sword, your shield, and your armor through this, but also supporting you with eternal love and protection from the outside world or through the outside world so that you can focus on love. Look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life and including yourself. That would make sense, those four together along the top row, because then we look at the Knight of Pentacles on the outside with the Five of Flames on the inside, and that can mean that there is great passion building up while you slow and steady take the journey here, right? The Knight's quest, whatever it is that the Knight of Pentacles is questing for here as you in the past. And yes, could this involve a Virgo? Sure. Could this involve another human being? Could this Knight of Pentacles be represented as a person that you have great passion for? Yes, but even then, the progression was very slow and steady. Methodical is the word that they're giving me. I am a Virgo. I know the vibe. And though you can't see it in the cards in the background, there are beehives. Beehives are not created overnight, right? They are slow and steady wins the race, as is the problem of collecting pollen and nectar, it transforming into honey, then being extracted. That's a long process from flower to, well, I put it in my coffee, honey. So there's a slow, steady process here, but there is this five of flames, this passion, this volcano, this desire building up inside. And I'm not so sure if it's exploded because of that Knight of Pentacles, that slow, steady walk rather than trot, canter, or gallop. In the present here, we have Yemaya, again, the card of the moon. Something intuitive, maybe something hidden from the intellect, but might very well be floating on the surface of the water, so to speak, emotionally, or just beneath it. And with the King of Pentacles in the outside, maybe this Knight of Pentacles becomes the King of Pentacles here. A maturation, whether that's you on the outside or someone else on the outside, but still. With that card of Yemaya, the moon, there's an intuitive process going on here, and I'm really feeling it connected to the Kuan Yin card of Weave the Future Golden, right? There are more emotional aspects here going on that you might not be able to visualize it intellectually more than you could feel it weaving the golden, the future golden into the present moment, which leads you to this very interesting interplay of air, the element of air here, thought. The Six of Blades on the inner, which is about being balanced, right? The manipulation of the mind, but with the Three of Swords in the outside, there's definitely a concerted focus. Whether that is focusing on old heartbreak, a new heartbreak, or really turning inward. Think of those three swords penetrating the core of the heart, your focus going into your own heart for that Six of Blades to bring yourself into balance, and that might very well be part of weaving the future golden. But nonetheless, if you are dealing with romantic delusions, which you may not know if you are, and are willing to, and I said, like, whatever this mantra is, really give this one the knight's effort, right? Like, really make this part of the quest, illuminating the truth. I am willing to see things clearly, no matter the outcome, because the outcome is guaranteed. Weave the future golden, right? You're just going to get glimpses of it, maybe the optimism, the upliftment, even if you don't know exactly how it plays itself out. And this may not all manifest within this past, present, future timeline. This is only for 1 month, whenever you are watching it. But if you are willing to see things clearly, no matter the outcome, then focusing on love will be much more effortless. And the eternal love and protection of Archangel Michael will guide you every step of the way. It's really cool. It's a cool read. I really, really like this spread a lot. I have a feeling I'm going to be doing this a lot for my clients, because it's essentially giving you a blueprint for what it is that you need to do, or at least a perhaps symbolically woven treasure map, treasure bath, to get you into more of that soulmate vibe, both being the mate of your own soul, being a better soulmate in the contracts you already have, as well as calling in. Wouldn't it be just it makes so much more sense. You want to call in a soulmate, be a soulmate, right? You have to be ready for that to come in. Otherwise, it's getting struck by lightning. A lot of that love can do a lot of damage if you're not ready for it, and that has happened to us as well. It's when love has come in and we've dropped the ball. Yeah, tricky shit. Anyway, may the Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need. Mid-September to mid-October 2020 are timeless, that they may heal, that they may alchemize this knight archetype as they weave the future golden with the protection, eternal love of Archangel Michael guiding the way, as they focus on love, looking for the good attributes in everyone in their life, known or unknown. You might not know them personally, you can still look for the good in them, while they are willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome, illuminating truth with the guidance and grace of Archangel Michael for their well-being, the well-being of their soulmate contracts, the well-being for all of humanity, and for the well-being of planet Earth and its ascension process. So mote it be. And so it is. That was a hot read, wasn't it? Please do like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment, share, send it around the world for all I care. Help me get to 30,000 so I can do my extended here instead of Vimeo. Otherwise, wishing you the very best and the very blessed of the rest of September and into October. My Saggies, I love you all so much. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.